Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, November 13th, 2017. There are 48 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 5 p.m. with the Billboard Ordinance Subcommittee meeting chaired by Councilor Jessica A. Giannino. The committee will discuss the following item: amendments to the zoning ordinances of the City of Revere relative to billboards. At 5:30, we move on to the Legislative Affairs Subcommittee meeting chaired by Councilor Anthony T. Zambuto. He is joined by Councilors Patrick M. Keefe, Jr., Councilor Stephen Morabito, Councilor Charles J. Patch, Sr., and Councilor John F. Powers. The committee will meet to discuss the following items. First, pursuant to Council Order 17-350, this is an ordinance relative to the feeding of wild animals, wildlife, and birds. And second, pursuant to Council Order 17-364, an ordinance prohibiting non-medical marijuana establishments. At 5:55, we move on to the Appointments Subcommittee meeting chaired by Councilor Arthur F. Guanasso, along with Councilor Jessica A. Giannino, Councilor Joanne M. McKenna, Councilor Stephen Morabito, and Councilor Charles J. Patch, Sr. The committee will consider the following. Pursuant to Council Order 17-238, this is regarding Mr. Dan McGuire, School Committee Member, Special Municipal Employee Disclosure Form. At 6 p.m., it's time for the Revere City Council, which begins with a salute to the flag, and calendar item number 1, the roll call of members, and calendar item number 2, the approval of the Journal of the regular meeting of October 23rd, 2017. Then it's on to communications pursuant to Council Order 17-382, calendar item number 3. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the DPW facility study. Calendar item number 4, pursuant to Council Order 17-383, this is a communication from the mayor relative to the 5-year capital improvement plan. Calendar item number 5, pursuant to Council Order 17-384, this is a communication from the Board of Assessors relative to the FY 2018 minimum residential factor dated November 6, 2017. Dear Honorable City Council, in accordance with the provisions of Section 56 of Chapter 40 of the Massachusetts General Laws, the Board of Assessors requests that your Honorable City Council conduct a public hearing for the purpose of establishing the minimum residential factor so that the Board of Assessors may proceed with the establishment of the tax rate for the fiscal year 2018. Sincerely, Dana Brangiaforti, Chair of the Revere Board of Assessors, John J. Varengia, and Matthew McGrath, members of the Revere Board of Assessors. Calendar item number 6, pursuant to Council Order 17-385, this is a communication from the mayor relative to the adoption of eligibility factor for Clause 41C and a half for residents aged 65 and older, dated November 8th, to the City Council. This motion is to certify that the Revere City Council votes to adjust the exemption amount and eligibility factor for the property tax exemption for senior citizens under Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 59, Section 5, Clause 41C and a half, to be effective for exemptions granted for any fiscal year beginning on or after July 1st, 2018, as follows. 1, by reducing the age of eligibility to age 65 from 70, and 2, by increasing the exemption percentage to 10%. This is in accordance with the City Council's initial unanimous 11-0 vote to put this question on the ballot. Sincerely, Brian M. Arrigo, Mayor. Calendar item number 7, pursuant to Council Order 17-386, this is a communication from the Director of Finance requesting a loan order in the amount of $1,600,000 for new fire apparatus. dated November 8th, 2017. Dear Honorable Councilors, the Fire Chief, Christopher Bright, has determined that the fire department requires a new fire apparatus. The new apparatus will replace a 2004 Pierce ladder truck. The Pierce will replace the 1989 Maxine ladder truck as the spare apparatus. The 1989 Maxine will be disposed of in accordance with Chapter 30B of the Massachusetts General Laws. The Fire Chief and I will be in attendance to respond to any inquiries that your honorable body may have at that time. Very truly yours, George M. Anzoni, Director of Finance for the City of Revere. Calendar item number 8. Pursuant to Council Order 17-387, this is a communication from the Director of Finance relative to an additional appropriation for emergency communications in the amount of $34,200. Dated November 8th, 2017. Dear Honorable Councilors, the City of Revere, after a review of a number of citizen communication packages, has decided to remain with the Emergency Communications Network, LLC, formerly named Code Red. The purpose of this service is to notify the citizenry of Revere of any and all potentially harmful weather forecast, snow emergencies, unusual changes in city services, etc. Therefore, I respectfully request that your honorable body approve an additional appropriation of $34,500 to the IT Department Computer Contracted Services account. I will be present at the City Council meeting to respond to any and all inquiries that your honorable body may have at that time. Very truly yours, George M. Anzoni, Director of Finance. Calendar item number 9. Dear Councilors, at this time, an appropriation is necessary for the maintenance of the computer hardware and software that is presently utilized by the city. These are maintenance costs and updates that are necessary to continue to keep the data flowing without interruption. Therefore, I respectfully request your honorable body to approve appropriation for the fiscal year 2018, $430,600 to the Computer Contracted Services account. I will be in attendance in order to answer any inquiries that your honorable body may have. Very truly yours, George M. Anzoni, Director of Finance. Calendar item number 10. Pursuant to Council Order 17-388, this is a communication from the city engineer requesting funding for construction material disposal, dated November 8th, 2017. Honorable Council members, Water System Improvements Project MUN-2016-1005 generated excavate material that, per city ordinance, was removed and disposed of as unsuitable for backfill. Due to the contents of the material, disposal efforts exceeded those specified in the contract and are not eligible for payment through the original funding source, MWRA, for the project. For this reason, the Engineering Department requests that the City Council authorize monies be transferred from the Water Sewer Enterprise Fund to the project account 43081-580000 in the amount of $160,000, such that payment to the contractor can be made for the associated disposal costs. Please feel free to contact me with any questions. Thank you. Regards, Nicholas J. Rystrom, P.E. City Engineer for the City of Revere. Calendar item number 11. This, pursuant to Council Order 17-389, is a communication from the Healthy Community Initiatives Office relative to amendments to the city's tree ordinance and requesting acceptance of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 87. Dated November 7th, 2017, dear Council members, I am writing to you on behalf of myself, John Squibb, Community Development, and Paul Argenzio, Department of Public Works, to address the Revere City Council on November 13th, 2017, regarding amending the current public shade tree ordinances listed in Section 12, Streets, Sidewalks, and Public Places. A copy of the current ordinances and language that we are requesting to be amended are attached. We also ask that the Revere City Council, through its Department of Public Works, adhere to and adopt the provisions of Massachusetts General Laws, Chapter 87, in all matters regarding city-owned trees, also known as public shade trees. These changes will allow the City of Revere to apply for Tree City recognition under the National Arbor Day Foundation. Please let me know if you have any questions regarding this request. Sincerely, Julie DeMauro, Health Community Initiatives Office. Calendar item number 12. Pursuant to Council Order 17-390, this is a communication from the mayor relative to the appointment of Mr. Richard Visquet as Auditor Budget Director. Dated November 8th, 2017, to the City Council, I am writing to submit my appointment of Mr. Richard Visquet of Revere as Auditor Budget Director for the City of Revere. Mr. Visquet is tremendously qualified for this position. Sincerely, Brian Arrigo, Mayor. Calendar item number 13. Pursuant to Council Order 17-391, this is a communication from the mayor relative to the reappointment of Mr. Anthony Peroni to the Housing Authority Board. Dated November 8th, to the City Council, I am writing to submit the reappointment of Mr. Anthony Peroni of Revere to the Housing Authority Board for a new 5-year term expiring in 2022. Sincerely, Brian Arrigo, Mayor. Calendar item number 14. Pursuant to Council Order 17-392, this is a communication from the mayor relative to the appointment of Mr. John Lopes of Revere to the Zoning Board of Appeals. Calendar item number 15, pursuant to Council Order 17-393. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the appointment of Arthur Pelton to the Zoning Board of Appeals, dated November 8th, 2017. To the City Council, I am writing to submit the appointment of Arthur Pelton of Revere, Massachusetts, to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 5-year term expiring in 2022. Sincerely, Brian Arrigo, Mayor. We then move on to the Billboard Ordinance Subcommittee report, followed by the Legislative Affairs Subcommittee report, followed by calendar item number 16. Pursuant to Council Order 17-350, this is a hearing called as ordered on an ordinance relative to the feeding of wild animals, wildlife, and birds. Calendar item number 17. Pursuant to Council Order 17-364, hearing called as ordered on an ordinance prohibiting non-medical marijuana establishments within the City of Revere. Calendar item number 18 under the Appointments Subcommittee report, pursuant to Council Order 17-283. This is a communication from Mr. Dan McGuire requesting special municipal employee designation to perform work as security within the school department. Rule 23 committee reports. The following items are being reported out of various City Council subcommittees with a recommendation to be placed on file. Calendar item number 19. Pursuant to Council Order 17-077, this is a communication from the mayor regarding the presentation of Human Resources Report by the Collins Center at UMass Boston. Calendar item number 20. Pursuant to Council Order 17-079, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere look into the feasibility of creating, with state, federal, and local grant money, a community voting center by reconfiguring Gibson Park to accommodate such a facility. Calendar item number 21. Pursuant to Council Order 17-080, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere look into the feasibility of creating, with the DCR, through state grants and funding, to create walking trails and kayak canoe launch at the Seaplane Basin Trail. Calendar item number 22. Pursuant to Council Order 17-085, this is regarding the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City Council look into the feasibility of changing the city charter to vest the powers of the Board of Health within the City Council itself, or change the city charter to make the Board of Health an elected position. Calendar item number 23. pursuant to Council Order 17-086. This is regarding the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City Council draft an ordinance that any board within city government must have all meetings televised as permitted by law, held at night after 6 p.m. to engage the public. Calendar item number 24, pursuant to Council Order 17-101. This is regarding the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that a certificate of merit be presented to Mr. Wayne Rose for his efforts in preventing gang and gun violence in our community. Additionally, for his work with the Revere Police and our children in making Revere a safer place. Calendar item number 25, pursuant to Council Order 17-113, motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere have a 3-month moratorium on large-scale residential construction in the PDD1, PDD2, RC1, RC2, RC3, GB1, and TED districts zoning. Calendar item number 26, pursuant to Council Order 17-124. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that current residential zoning be changed so that new construction of properties proposing 20 or more units be required to have 2 parking spaces for each unit within the city. Calendar item number 27, pursuant to Council Order 17-132. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the city amend the zoning ordinances to mandate a minimum of 25% of all units built in Revere be affordable housing, whether these units are affordable rentals or for purchase. Further, that 10% of these units be designated for veterans. Additionally, that the remaining 15% be dedicated affordable for residents 55 years and older. Calendar item number 28, pursuant to Council Order 17-136. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City Council go on record against any effort to make Massachusetts a sanctuary state. Further, that a copy of this vote be presented with a letter to our state delegation stating such. Additionally, that the mayor disclose the current policy for the City of Revere regarding the Revere Police Department participation with ICE or any other federal edict provided by ICE. Calendar item number 29, pursuant to Council Order 17-152. This is regarding a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the city solicitor, the chief of police, and members of the gang unit meet to discuss classification within the gang book and criteria to be considered a gang member. Calendar item number 30, pursuant to Council Order 17-155, motion presented by Councilors Morabito and McKenna that the mayor requests the License Commission to ban fiesta shows from obtaining a license/permit to host a carnival of the Showcase Cinemas due to the consistent violence that has occurred this past week and years prior. Calendar item number 31, pursuant to Council Order 17-172, motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere investigate how number 63 Vane Street obtained a curb cut. Calendar item number 32, pursuant to Council Order 17-180. This is a motion presented by Councilor Patch that the mayor be requested to write to the state delegation requesting an update on the Route 1 Highway Improvement Project to increase the number of travel lanes from 2 to 3. Traffic at this bottleneck is horrendous and worsens with each passing year. Calendar item number 33, pursuant to Council Order 17-210. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor update the City Council on any reports relative to core sampling at the Department of Public Works. Calendar item number 34, pursuant to Council Order 17-212. This is a communication from the mayor regarding the city employee residency policy and residency waivers. Calendar item number 35, pursuant to Council Order 17-240. This is regarding the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor update the City Council on accreditation issues at Revere High School, further as to what issues need to be resolved to maintain accreditation. Calendar item number 36, pursuant to Council Order 17-257. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the appointment of Tufts Construction as a licensed drain layer. Calendar item number 37, pursuant to Council Order 17-262. regarding the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor requests the state auditor to audit all outside legal work to include billable hours and scope of work from 2016 to the present. Additionally, that an audit of the Revere Police Department operations, expenditures, procurement process, grant allocation and use, and review the systematic operation of the police department. Calendar item number 38, pursuant to Council Order 17-276. This is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor requests the chief of police, the fire chief, and the owners of Dunkin' Donuts to appear before the city council to discuss ways to lessen overdoses. Calendar item number 39, pursuant to Council Order 17-278. This is regarding the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the city council adopt an ordinance to regulate the use and registration of drones within the city of Revere. Further, that the city solicitor be requested to assist with the review, modification, and draft of said ordinance. Calendar item number 40, pursuant to Council Order 17-275. This is a motion presented by Councilors Giannino and McKenna that the City Council draft and approve an ordinance promoting all public parks as drug, alcohol, tobacco, and weapon-free zones. Calendar item number 41, pursuant to Council Order 17-288. Motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere conduct a residential moratorium of large-scale residential construction of 40 units or more. Further, that the council study the impact of large-scale residential construction on our school, traffic, public safety, and existing infrastructure. Likewise, that the above motion be translated into a non-binding ballot question and voted on during the upcoming general municipal election. Calendar item number 42, pursuant to Council Order 17-289. This is regarding the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City Council form a land use subcommittee to provide input on future land use and planning in the city of Revere. These have been Rule 23 committee reports. These items are being reported out of various city council subcommittees with a recommendation that they be placed on file. Motions, calendar item number 43. Pursuant to Council Order 17-394, this is a motion presented by Councilor McKenna that the mayor requests Mass Department of Transportation to install a no turn on red sign at the corner of Winthrop Avenue for traffic entering onto Bennington Street at the Beachmont train station to protect pedestrians crossing the street at Dunkin' Donuts. When pedestrians are crossing, vehicles are making that blind turn on a red light. It is a very dangerous situation that needs immediate attention. Calendar item number 44, pursuant to Council Order 17-395, the motion presented by Councilor McKenna that the mayor requests Massachusetts Department of Transportation and the appropriate city agencies to work together to fix the major problems at Tomasello Drive and Winthrop Avenue by installing lane markers on the pavement for traffic turning onto Revere Beach Parkway. A stop sign at the corner of Tomasello Drive and Winthrop Avenue should be installed to allow pedestrians to cross this intersection. Additionally, multiple right turn lane only pavement markers should be installed, starting at the police station and ending at Tomasello Drive, for traffic on Revere Beach Parkway turning onto Tomasello Drive to prevent vehicles using this lane from driving directly into Beachmont. Calendar item number 45. Pursuant to Council Order 17-396, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor requests the election commissioner to hold the written application for absentee ballots for 2 years longer than the current retention of such record is required by law. Calendar item number 46. Pursuant to Council Order 17-397, a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor appear before the Revere City Council to discuss question 1 in detail. Calendar item number 47. Pursuant to Council Order 17-398, this is a motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the City of Revere asks the surrounding communities to join in a class action lawsuit against the drug companies that make OxyContin for not properly disclosing the highly addictive nature of the drug. I want to acknowledge and thank Allison Spark Nagy for educating me on this issue. And calendar item number 48, pursuant to Council Order 17-399, this is the motion presented by Councilor Rotundo that the mayor requests the library to place book boxes at number 250 Broadway, Rose Street, Broadway, and Coolidge Street, and any additional locations. And this has been before the council, a reading of the Revere City Council agenda for the meeting of Monday, November 13th, 2017. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the council.